Have you ever dreamt of a place far from the noise of our world? A place where the only sounds are the gentle whispers of nature itself? Imagine stepping away from the rush, the deadlines, and the constant demands on your time. Think of a sanctuary where the air is pure, and your mind can finally become still. These places are not just fantasies, they exist, tucked away in the forgotten corners of our planet. They are hidden paradises waiting to be found. This journey is an invitation to leave everything behind, just for a moment, and venture into these realms of profound peace, to rediscover a connection that is as old as humanity itself. Our modern lives are often a race against the clock. We are always moving, always planning, always looking ahead. But what if we could find a place where time behaves differently? A place where each second stretches out, filled with simple, quiet beauty. It is in these moments that we truly begin to live. The journey to such a place is more than just a physical one. It is a journey inward. It is about allowing ourselves to slow down enough to see the world with fresh eyes. It is about remembering that we are part of this magnificent, natural world, not separate from it. The first step is simply to listen to that quiet call, that deep yearning for stillness. These hidden paradises offer a unique kind of healing. They do not offer grand solutions or complicated answers. Instead, they give us something much more fundamental, a sense of belonging. When you stand in a place untouched by human hands, you feel a deep and powerful connection to the earth. The worries that seemed so large just a moment ago begin to shrink. They are replaced by a feeling of calm and a profound sense of gratitude. The world reveals its true, unhurried rhythm, and for a short while, we are invited to join its timeless dance, to breathe in sync with the forests and the oceans. Our exploration begins not with a map, but with an open heart. We are not searching for destinations to conquer, but for spaces that will welcome us. We seek places that ask for nothing but our quiet presence. The reward for this search is immeasurable. It is the feeling of cool, clean air filling your lungs. It is the sight of a landscape so vast and beautiful it brings a tear to your eye. It is the simple, powerful realization that peace is not something you must build, but something you can find, waiting patiently for you in the wild and silent corners of our extraordinary world. Our first journey takes us to a valley, hidden away and cradled by ancient towering mountains. Imagine the first step you take onto the soft grassy path. The air here is different. It is crisp and clean, carrying the scent of damp earth, pine needles, and wildflowers. With every breath, you feel the tension in your shoulders begin to melt away. The mountains stand like silent, benevolent guardians, their peaks touching the clouds. Their sheer scale makes you feel wonderfully small, reminding you of your place in this grand, natural cathedral. The usual hurry of life has no place here. The valley itself seems to dictate a slower, more deliberate pace. We begin to walk, not with a destination in mind, but simply for the joy of moving. Our feet press gently into the trail, and the sound is soft, almost silent. A river flows nearby, its voice a constant, soothing murmur. It is not a rushing, angry torrent, but a calm and steady current, its waters crystal clear. You can see every smooth stone resting on the riverbed below. This gentle sound becomes the soundtrack to our journey, a natural melody that washes over the mind and quiets the endless chatter within. The slow pace of our walk allows us to notice things we would normally miss in our rush. As we continue deeper into this sanctuary, we become more aware of the life teeming all around us. A small, colorful beetle makes its slow and steady way across a broad leaf. A bird with feathers of an impossible blue flits from one branch to another, its song a series of clear, flute-like notes. The sunlight filters through the canopy of the trees, creating shifting patterns of light and shadow on the ground before us. In this place, there is no need to think about what comes next. There is only the present moment, rich and full and endlessly fascinating. The valley invites us to simply be, to observe, and to breathe. The world we left behind, with its noise and its pressures, feels a million miles away. Here, the only pressure is the gentle touch of the breeze against your skin. The only deadline is the slow, inevitable setting of the sun. The calmness that settles over you is not forced. It is a natural response to being in a place that is perfectly in harmony with itself. The valley teaches us a powerful lesson without using any words at all. It shows us that there is immense strength in gentleness and profound wisdom in simply slowing down and paying attention to the small, wonderful details of the world. Our path through the valley leads us to an unexpected clearing, and there, nestled in a basin carved by glaciers long ago, is a hidden lake. It is a sight that makes you stop and hold your breath. The water is perfectly, unbelievably still. It acts as a flawless mirror, reflecting the sky above and the great mountains that surround it with breathtaking clarity. Every detail, from the soft white clouds drifting lazily across the blue expanse to the rugged, stony face of the peaks, is duplicated in its glassy surface. It is as if there are two worlds, one above and one below, existing in perfect, silent symmetry. This is a place of absolute tranquility. We find a smooth, moss-covered rock near the water's edge, and sit down. There's no desire to speak, no need to capture the moment with a camera. The experience is too profound for that. The only sound is the distant hum of a dragonfly's wings as it hovers over the water's surface, its movement sending the tiniest of ripples outward. Watching them expand and then disappear is mesmerizing. The stillness of the lake seems to seep into you, quieting your own inner turbulence. You feel your mind becoming as clear and reflective as the water before you. The lake is a mirror for the landscape, but it also becomes a mirror for the soul. In this moment of complete presence, time seems to dissolve. There is no past to regret and no future to worry about. There is only the here and now, in all its simple, perfect glory. You notice the way the light catches the edge of a leaf, making it glow with a vibrant green. You feel the warmth of the sun on your face, and the cool, solid strength of the rock beneath you. Being here is not about doing anything, it is simply about being. This profound sense of peace is a gift, offered freely by the natural world. It is a reminder that we do not need to constantly strive and struggle to find contentment. This lake, with its mirror-like surface, teaches us the power of stillness. In our busy lives, our minds are often like a stormy sea, churned up by thoughts, worries, and endless to-do lists. We cannot see clearly. But here, in the presence of this profound calm, the waters of the mind settle. We can see our own thoughts and feelings with a new clarity, without judgment. This hidden lake is more than just a beautiful feature of the landscape. It is a destination for the spirit, a place where we can find our own center and reconnect with the quiet, peaceful essence of our own being. Now, let us transport ourselves to a different kind of paradise. We leave the cool mountains behind and journey to the warm embrace of a tropical shore. Imagine your bare feet sinking into sand that is as soft and white as powdered sugar. The sun is a gentle golden presence in the sky, its warmth spreading over your skin like a comforting blanket. Before you lies the ocean, a vast expanse of the most brilliant turquoise and sapphire blue you have ever seen. The water is so clear that you can see the intricate patterns of the sand on the seabed, even many meters from the shore. This is a place that whispers of ease and simplicity. The sound of this place is one of the most calming on earth. It is the gentle rhythm of the waves lapping against the shore. It is not a crash, but a soft rhythmic sigh. Shh, shh, shh. The water advances slowly, kissing the sand, and then retreats just as slowly, pulling the small, pearlescent shells back with it. This constant, gentle motion is hypnotic. It matches the rhythm of our own breathing, and as we listen, our breath naturally deepens and slows. Palm trees line the edge of the beach, their long fronds rustling and swaying in the light. tropical breeze, adding their own soft, whispering music to the symphony of the shore. Everything here feels effortless. There are no sharp edges, no jarring sounds, no urgent demands. The air is thick with the sweet, clean scent of salt and tropical flowers. You walk along the water's edge, letting the warm, clear sea swirl around your ankles. The water feels like silk against your skin. A small, curious fish might dart past your feet, its scales catching a glint of sunlight. You look out at the horizon, where the deep blue of the ocean meets the pale blue of the sky in a seamless, unbroken line. The sheer openness of the view is liberating, making your own concerns feel small and distant. This beach is a sanctuary where the body and mind can truly relax. The warmth of the sun, the softness of the sand, and the gentle caress of the water work together to undo the knots of stress we carry with us. There is no need to do anything here but exist. You can lie back on the warm sand and watch the clouds drift by, forming and reforming into fantastical shapes. You can float weightlessly in the buoyant, salty water, feeling completely supported and held. On this whispering shoreline, nature invites you to let go, to release your burdens, and to simply be carried by the gentle, easy flow of life. On this sun-drenched beach, our perception of time begins to shift and warp in the most wonderful way. The clock that usually governs our days, with its rigid minutes and hours, seems to stop working altogether. Time here is not measured by numbers, but by the slow, graceful arc of the sun across the sky. The day is divided into larger, more natural chapters: the cool, fresh light of morning, the hazy, quiet warmth of midday, and the soft, golden glow of the late afternoon. You find yourself living by this natural clock, rising with the light and feeling a gentle sense of contentment as the day draws to a close. There is no hurry, for there is nowhere to be but here. The easy rhythm of the waves encourages a different way of being. We find a simple joy in activities that have no goal or purpose other than the pleasure of doing them. We might spend an hour examining a single seashell, marveling at its intricate spiral and the subtle shades of color on its surface. Or, we might watch a tiny crab scuttling sideways across the sand, leaving a delicate, lace-like trail behind it. These are not grand adventures, but they are deeply fulfilling. They anchor us firmly in the present moment, our minds free from the usual distractions and anxieties. The world becomes a source of endless, simple wonder. This environment fosters a feeling of pure, unadulterated joy. It is the joy of feeling the sun warm your skin after a cool swim. It is the joy of finding a perfectly smooth, sea-worn stone in your hand. It is the joy of watching a pelican glide effortlessly just above the water's surface before making a sudden, spectacular dive. This is not a loud, boisterous happiness, but a quiet, deep-seated contentment that bubbles up from within. It comes from being completely immersed in a world that is beautiful, peaceful, and fundamentally good. The beach reminds us that joy is our natural state when we are free from stress and worry. As the sun begins to set, it paints the sky in breathtaking colors. The brilliant blues of the day give way to fiery oranges, soft pinks, and deep purples. The clouds become canvases for this spectacular display of light. The water reflects the colors of the sky, creating a world bathed in a warm, magical glow. Watching the sunset from this tranquil shore is a profound experience. It marks the end of a perfect, timeless day. It is a slow, majestic finale that fills you with a sense of peace and gratitude, a quiet acknowledgement of the incredible beauty that the world offers us so freely, every single day. For our final journey, we leave the warmth of the tropics and travel to the cold, silent lands of the far north. We find ourselves in a vast, open landscape blanketed in a thick layer of pristine snow. The air is so cold it feels sharp and clean in your lungs. The silence here is absolute, a profound stillness that is almost a sound in itself. It is a silence broken only by the soft crunch of our boots on the snow. We are dressed in warm layers, standing under a night sky that is darker and clearer than any you have ever seen. Billions of stars are scattered across the blackness like a spill of tiny, brilliant diamonds. We wait in the patient, cold darkness. And then it begins. At first, it is just a faint, pale green glow on the northern horizon, almost like a distant dawn, but it grows stronger, brighter. A soft, ethereal curtain of light begins to rise into the sky. It is the aurora borealis, the northern lights. The curtain starts to shimmer and move as if a gentle, unseen cosmic wind is blowing through it. The colors intensify with vibrant greens and soft pinks weaving together in the sky. It is a spectacle so grand, so otherworldly, that it seems impossible. It feels as if we are witnessing the very magic of the universe. The lights begin to dance. They are not static, but alive. They swirl and pulse, forming great sweeping arcs that stretch from one side of the horizon to the other. Sometimes they hang like vast, silent draperies, and at other times they race across the sky in shimmering, fast-moving rivers of light. There is no sound, only this incredible, silent display of celestial motion. Watching them, you feel a sense of awe that is almost overwhelming. It is a humbling experience, a powerful reminder of the immense scale and mystery of the cosmos. Our own small, earthly lives seem to pause in the face of such magnificence. This is an experience that transcends language. You can try to describe the colors and the movement, but words fail to capture the feeling it evokes. It is a feeling of pure wonder, of being connected to something ancient and powerful. You are not just an observer, you feel like a part of this cosmic event. The northern lights are a reminder that there are forces and beauties in the universe that are far beyond our everyday understanding. They do not offer explanations, they offer mystery and awe. Standing under this celestial theater, in the cold and the silence, you feel a profound connection to the planet and the stars beyond. Our journeys to these hidden paradises must eventually come to an end. We must return from the quiet valley, the tranquil beach, and the starlit northern wilderness. But we do not return empty-handed. We carry something precious back with us. These experiences leave an indelible mark on our souls. The memory of the still lake, the sound of the gentle waves, the sight of the dancing aurora. These things stay with us. They become a part of who we are. They are quiet reservoirs of peace that we can draw upon long after we have left the places themselves. The echo of that wonder and stillness remains. These moments of deep connection with nature have a way of changing our perspective. The world can seem complicated and overwhelming, but in these quiet places we are reminded of a simpler, more fundamental truth. We are reminded of the planet's incredible beauty and its quiet resilience. These experiences teach us to appreciate the small things. The intricate pattern of a frost-covered leaf, the warmth of the sun on our skin, the sound of the wind in the trees. They encourage us to find moments of peace and wonder, not just in faraway paradises, but in the natural world that is all around us, even in our own back gardens. The peace we find in nature is not a fleeting escape. It is a deep and lasting nourishment for the human spirit. When we take the time to step into a forest, to walk along a river, or to simply watch the clouds, we are doing something vital for our well-being. We are reconnecting with our most ancient and essential home. The calmness, presence, and awe we feel are not just pleasant emotions. They are keys to a more balanced and fulfilling life. They remind us that even in a fast-paced world, there is always a source of stillness and beauty available to us, if only we take a moment to look for it. So, let us carry the memory of these hidden paradises with us. Let the silent valley remind us to slow down. Let the gentle shore remind us to be effortless, and let the northern lights remind us to look up in wonder. By seeking out these quiet places and allowing them to touch our hearts, we not only heal ourselves, but we also strengthen our bond with this magnificent planet. The greatest discovery on these journeys is not a new landscape, but a renewed sense of our own place within the beautiful, intricate, and awe-inspiring web of life, and that is a discovery that can last a